agreed to it.
Well
She
done.
she sent me a lengthy email that says, look, this needs to happen, this needs to happen. So I have to come up with a good solid beginning and a good solid ending. And she's going to edit the whole thing. And she said, look, first things first off the top, we need to become, stay really good friends even after the book. You might not like some of the things that I take out or put in, but it's for the better of the story. And I love that. That's why I employed people from Twitter and Facebook to become members of the story in the first place. So it's not just me writing it. It's a different perspective on zombies in the first place. So I'm not sure when it's going to happen. I'm finishing up. I actually had a dream of what the beginning of the book is supposed to be like, and it's, prophetic to me. And so I'm going to write that down, and then the ending of it, I already have that down, and you and your brother are going to be huge people in next year's book. So.
Oh, awesome. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. Okay, let's clean up a little bit. Okay. So, I think that's going to be good. And Julianne Snow is going to be the editor of Zombie Life.
Well, well done, Julianne. We thank you for taking on such a big role.
You know what?
Good luck.
The question that I have, really, and she's probably going to assist me in this too, is I don't know what to name it because it can't be EddieRotten.com. Maybe it could be EddieRotten.com. But it can't be Zombie Life because that's not the whole scope of what's going on, I don't know. Maybe it is going to be Zombie Life. I don't know. So I'm having a hard time coming up with a name for the book. If there's any fans out there of EddieRotten.com, just write into us, Zombie Life, ZMBL Podcast at gmail.com.
That's the one.
And tell me what you think the name of my zombie book should be. And I
think it's something you really have to think about as well. It's not just something you can just jump into.
Right, because there's government, there's conspiracy, there's aliens, there's it's retarded. Maybe I'll just call it Down syndrome.
Downs. Downs.
Yeah, I call it Downs.
Down syndrome.
I call it Downs. That's what the government's trying to give everybody is Downs. That's horrible. How could you say something like that?
You mean bastards?
Yeah. That's really all I have, man. I don't have too much news. I wanted to go over the website, and I'm glad you played the trailer of that movie because if I can get up the sack to do it, I'll go watch it at the movies. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'll definitely be going to watch it. I'm really excited to go see it.
And I'm excited for Darren Brown's Part 2 of Apocalypse.
Yes. Oh, it's started. It's on now.
Thank you.
But I'll probably watch it in a bit because after we finish this, because I want to see the whole lot, and I think Kay wants to see it as well.
Okay.
So I don't want to. I'm rewinding it now. But
what do you have? TiVo?
Yeah. Am I aware?
What do you have? TiVo? You can rewind live TV.
Yeah, Sky Plus.
Wow. So, in the UK, do you get that even if you don't want it?
No, you have to pay for it.
Oh, you do have to pay for it. Okay.
Yeah, if you want Sky Plus, you have to pay for it to get like the packages and stuff, different channels and that. So there's different variations. They've got Virgin Media's got another one as well. They do the same thing.
Right.
It's all different things, but Sky was just the easier option. It's been around for a while, so I went with them.
Cool.
And they're good. You get your internet, get your phone line, and here comes my fat cat. My poor cat. We've had to take the cat to the vets because he's been extremely ill.
What is it?
And he was really dehydrated, and they pumped him full of fluids, and he puffed out. He looked really fat.
Oh no!
Bloated.
Like water gain.
Yeah, well, they had to fill him. He'd lost 200 milligrams of fluid, so he was really severely dehydrated. So they pumped him with 300. Man. So they pumped him with enough that he lost plus extra.
Right.
So he come out and he was like hunchback, but really fat and tubby.
Right. Man,
but
I hope he's better. See, you're a better person than I am with animals because I just can't bring myself to spend lots of money on a pet.
We just spent 50. Do you know how the most we've spent on our cat is £800?
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah, dude, he got hit by a car and he cracked his pelvis, and he'd nearly punctured a lung. So we had to take him. This was about 11 o'clock at night. The only vets open are the emergency vets. So we had to take him. They had to put him on a drip. They had to keep him overnight.
Oh my god!
Then we had to go and pick him up in the morning, take him to Clacton, so they could do X-rays and check him over. And yeah, £800 later. But luckily he's insured, so we got most of our money back.
Wow, man!
So, but he's like a once a month problem cat.
Jeez. Yeah. I say,
takes a lot of time, but...
go with fish. Buy some fish.
No, he's awesome, bless him.
Yeah,
I wouldn't swap him for the world.
I used to be a huge pet person, and somewhere along the way, it might have been when my wife's cat started crapping in my shoes and trying to kill me in my sleep. I think I started to let go of my passion for actually having an animal, and now we have a dog that's half coyote, and I do like the dog, but I hope it never gets sick because I don't have the money to fix her. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And now he's gone to sleep. So yeah, they are a lot of money. They're a lot of money, but wouldn't swap him for the world. He's a legend, bless him.
So I've got one more thing that I wanted to share with you, and then we can go through the people that we need to thank.
Okay.
I've got an interview with somebody that it's kind of a heavy duty interview. You know, some of the things that we talk about are going to be heavy duty. And I'm supposed to call him back tonight and make sure that this is actually going to happen. And so I'm going to wait 24 hours to send you this audio to put together. If you want to put the whole thing, if not, then you could just send me your side and I'll put it together. It doesn't matter.
All right, yeah. I'll probably send you my side because I've got a lot of work at the moment, and I'm during days, and it's just a pain in the ass. So.
Okay. So I think that it's going to be a good interview, and I'm going to surprise you with it because I'm not going to tell you who it is. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Definitely, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be good. And we talk about everything, man. We talk about the beginning and the end of everything that we know. And
it's not G again, is it?
Huh?
It's not G, is it?
Damn it! It is G. How did you know that?
Because I know the sort of stuff you two talk about.
Oh, man, well,
is it actually?
It is. It is actually. And so he's been posting some stuff on Facebook that I've been following along lately, and I've been watching some of the videos that he has, and there's one that kind of struck me to my core, and it scares the crap out of me because I've had this kind of feeling for a long time. There was a summit with the world's most brilliant people, and they got together, and this Chinese or Japanese lady, she stands up and gets up there and she starts talking. Really slow, really gentle lady. She's probably 50, 60 years old. And she said that she had communication with another life form from inside the earth. And, you know, I kind of smirked at it at first like anybody else would. It's like, okay, aliens from inside the earth, whatever. And then she started saying things that I've heard before, but I can't remember from where. And I'll try to find the clip and I'll play it inside our show. But she goes on to say that her conversations with these people were because she does try to follow the light. She does good deeds for people inside her life. And so they contacted her to speak with her specifically about some of the events that are supposed to come. So 2012, what is it, December 21st, 2012, you know, when the Mayan calendar ends.
Yeah.
That's the same time a whole bunch of planets line up and people are predicting the end of the world and blah, blah, blah. She said it's definitely not the end of the world, but because of the planets lining up, it hones a new frequency, which is what I've been talking about the whole time in my story. And you know, it hones in a new frequency that will swap planes with another dimension. Right now, all the humans in the world live in the third dimension, and so when this planet alignment happens on December 21st, 2012, the planets are going to line up, and kind of like when you hit a perfect chord on your guitar, it's just everything is perfect. Well, to make a perfect chord like that, to have a perfect frequency happen, you have to go through a change. And the change that happened millions of years ago was 3 days of day and 3 days of night. I'm sorry, darkness for 3 days and 3 nights. So it's supposed to get dark for 3 days and 3 nights. No power, no electricity, no fire, no nothing. There is nothing but a black hole vacuum that's allowed on Earth for a span of 3 days and 3 nights, and that's supposed to be the big secret change that the world is supposed to go through December 21st, 2012. And so I looked it up, and all these different governments and CEOs of banks and corporations, they've been building underground fortresses to try to escape the coming 3 days, 6 days, darkness for 3 days and 3 nights, and they're trying to escape it. But she said there is no escaping it. It all matters what kind of person you are, what kind of soul you have that lets you pass through into the next dimension or keeps you here in the dimension that we're currently in. And then I start thinking, I go back to the Bible, and I'm like, man, so hell is described as eternal darkness of people that are just ridden with bad decisions. What they do with their life is just horrible. And so I don't know, man. I'm putting the whole thing together, and it sounds kind of creepy. The only person that I know that I can fully talk about it is G, so I'm going to get him back on the phone, and we'll have an interview with him later on.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I know G's always got a lot to say.
Yeah.
And it's always extremely interesting as well. Man. So I'm looking forward to it.
It's kind of heavy duty.
But yeah, I mean, as far as interviews go, I did. I emailed Darren Brown's team.
Okay.
To see if he could fit us in.
Yes.
With a 30-minute to an hour interview.
And so
I'm waiting for a reply.
Okay.
So I doubt anything will come of it, but
maybe
if it does, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
So that's the first thing. Second thing, listen to you talk about like the Mayan calendar, the end of the world, and like being in 3 days, 3 nights of darkness and no electricity. I watched Revolution.
Yes.
The first episode the other day.
Are you hooked?
I loved it.
Oh, I love it too.
It beats Walking Dead hands down.
Oh, come on now. Nothing beats Walking Dead.
It was fantastic. It does. There are many things that beats The Walking Dead. Falling Skies beats The Walking Dead. Revolution beats The Walking Dead. American Horror Story beats The Walking Dead.
Oh my! See, I've never seen Falling Skies or American Horror Story, so I wouldn't know.
Falling Skies is just like the alien version of Walking Dead, but there's a million times more action in it. Shitloads more happens in it. It's more interesting.
Wow. And
it's just better. I think it's fantastic. And American Horror Story is just good in its own little way.
Yeah.
It's just really good. It really is.
American Horror Story.
It's good because it's not like any carry on.
American Horror Story is picking up a lot of traction, but I heard that show's kind of like, weird. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens in it.
It's all weird. The first season's about this family of three that move into a house, and the house is haunted.
Okay.
But they don't know the house is haunted. Yeah. They see these people, but they see them as people. That's it. They don't realise that they're actually ghosts who used to live in the house, and the house has got a big history behind it. And all that. And obviously, I won't explain too much. I recommend people watch it. I really liked it. I told my friend Kate to watch it, and she has. So I'll have to get her opinion of it, see what she's up to so far. But season 2 has just started, and it's like a whole brand new program. It's like a whole brand new TV series. It's completely different to the first season. Same, some of the same actors in it, but they played completely different roles. So it's really good.
Wow.
I really like it.
And Falling Skies, are they in the first, second season? Can I go buy that?
Falling Skies season 2 was fantastic. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Season 2, so I can go buy season 1 right now then.
You should be able to.
I'm going to do that. As soon as we get off, I'm going to go buy season 1 of Falling Skies and the rest of Walking Dead and Sons of Anarchy, because that's another fantastic show.
Is it? I've not seen Sons of Anarchy.
So look, I'm going to get this other interview on here and make that happen. It looks like you're about to fall out in your seat right now. What time is it there? Midnight?
There you are. I was just looking at. No, it's only 9:15.
Okay.
I was just reading something. That's all on my phone.
Okay.
I put that we're recording. If there's any questions,
yes,
that people want to ask us, and a zombie gunslinger asked us a couple of questions.
Okay.
So